Welcome back to Tom's Garage. Good morning. Are y'all awake yet? Woo, what a pretty day. But today, yeah, Cub Cadet CC30H. Look at it. Whew, transmission belt. He said my tractor won't move forward and backwards, it won't go nowhere. This one is not really like the Craftsman R1000 or the Troy-Bilt TB30. This one is a hydrostatic, completely hydrostatic. It has got, if you can see in there, this one has got the hydro gear transmission, hydrostatic, hydraulically static transmission. It do, and it is. So we're going to change the drive belt, transmission drive belt. Not the blade belt, but the transmission drive belt. Yeah, let's get busy with this one, man. I got to get this one out of here. Whew, y'all hang with, man. We're gonna get to it. All right, the first line of order we're gonna do is get this deck off of here. Take this little clip off. My poor old sore fingers, I can't get it. Here. Pow. Okay, got that over there. Get this drive cable. He's missing his clip right there, I just noticed. Get this cable out of the way. This one has got that Mower engine. It's got the good transmission, but it's got that Mower engine, which is... See, I don't want to just stand this thing up like I usually do, because this engine, spark plug and everything is facing to the rear, and if I stand it up, of course, all that oil and everything will run into the combustion chamber, and I do not want that to happen. So what I'm going to do probably is just do it with it sitting on the table like it is. And we will. All right, I got that off there. I got the engagement cable off. There's one more clip right there on this side. Let me grab my pliers. My fingers and fingernails are sore. And I don't know why. Get off there. Get off of there. There we go. Cut that off. Ah. Put it with the other ones. Okay. Put it with the other ones. Okay, now we'll go to this side. Oh boy. Oh, let's see, this side here, we will take this one off. We'll take it off here and let this stay with the deck. We'll just let that stay with the deck. Oh, let me grab a screwdriver. We got to get that. There's a safety switch on there I need to tell you about. Whether you just have a mulch cover like this or you have a bagger system, you've got a safety switch right here. If this cover or attachment is missing, it won't let you crank it. It won't. Get this unhooked. Get it unhooked. All right, a little clip right there holds this wire. Don't break the tab. Don't break the tab. There we go. Get that unhooked. Okay. we'll take this clip off. Get that off there. Okay, now let's see what else we might have. I think that's all. We're gonna have to get that off there. We'll slide the deck back a little bit and get the belt off the engine pulley. Well, no, that don't stay with the deck. That stays with that. So you didn't have to take this off. I don't know what I was thinking. We'll put this clip back on there. Because that will stay with the front adjuster. And then we'll slide it off that way. So let's go back around here. Well, now that we got that off, I need to find somewhere to put it when I pull it out. I guess I'll set it on my trailer out there. Maybe it ain't too awfully heavy. Woo. Woo. All right, let me grab my stuff. Okay, we'll put this over there with the other clips. Now that we've got the deck off, we can see it a little gooder. There's the transmission belt way up in yonder, and it looks like to me it's broke. Burnt or broke. Yeah. Let's come up with a game plan here. We're gonna have to take this 5/8 headed bolt, slide this engine pulley down so we can get the belt off the top, and then put it back on. See, that belt is just broke. And let's see, we've got it around this pulley here. The pulleys feel good. They spin free. So I don't know what could have caused that bugger to break. Looks like it got stuck or something and just burnt right around the engine pulley. Okay, we've got a belt keeper right there. Take this off, and that's what keeps it from falling off that pulley. And then on the engine pulley, you've got these belt keepers, which is why we need to pull this pulley down. And then we ought to be able to get to it. Let's go around this way. I'm too stiff to be crawling around this early in the morning. Phew. Look at it from this angle. You got one pulley back there. It's going to go on the outside of that one. Back there. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay. Ooh, let me see what the part number for that belt is. I'm tired already. Let's see, what was that part number? I can't show you these papers. They're secret. Well, there it is. That part number for that belt is 954-05130. 954-05130. It is a, I'll show you, 1/2-inch belt, about 38 1/4 inches long. 38 1/4. Yeah, when a belt breaks like this, I just don't reach up in there and just yank it out, because I want to preserve it in its original state so I can kind of see how it's routed, if you're lucky enough to be able to do that. Whew. All there is left to do is to do it. All right. I'm going to change camera angles. I'm going to get another tripod so I can stick this camera under there and let y'all watch. Y'all hang with just a second. Alrighty, first thing we're going to do is going to get, we need to get this plate right here off to expose the top of the transmission pulley. To do that, you got to take this off to get this off, and then that off, just to get that off. Yeah. Let me grab some tools. Grab your little tools. Let's see, to get this cover here off, got to get these 3/8 screws out of here. And these just screw right into that plastic right there, so be gentle. Be gentle with it. And then it should just slide right off just like that. Okay, now we got to get this bagger attachment. We got to get that off. So we'll take these two 1/2-inch headed bolts out here and two on that side. This and this should come off. You've got one 3/8 headed bolt here and one over there, or screw, whatever. Uh-oh. Money in the morning. Alrighty. Alrighty. Go around the side and do the same thing. Okay. You know, I have never met a person that just loves their Cub Cadet tractor. Never. Even this guy here says he hates this one. Never have I ever heard anybody say, I sure do love my Cub Cadet. Just like that. See, these little nuts on the inside are welded on there, so we'll set this aside. And on this Cub Cadet, you got to make sure that you don't put your feet right there. Don't put your feet on it. It's not a footrest. What did I do with my tool? Oh, lordy, lordy. One on that side, one on this side, and two on the back. Just like that. And this just slides off. All right, I don't see really, well, yeah, I do too. I was just about to say, I see no reason for this belt to have burnt and broken in half, because the pulleys are good. It's only 5 years old, but now we see it. There's a darn pine cone stuck in the pulley. That's what burnt the belt. That's what burned it. And you can see how the pine cone came to a stop. The pulley kept, the belt kept spinning. Now let me get this straight here. This was stationary. The pulley kept spinning. That's why it's burnt. And it burnt the belt and it stopped the belt. That's what happened. Right there. That's the culprit. Looks like a, oop, I just dropped it. And that is a little piece of a pine cone, whatever's left of it. Well, there's your problem. There's your problem, Roy. Okay. He must have a, well, I don't know what this stuff here is. Looking through there, I thought it might have been dog hair. I believe it. I believe it might be dog hair. Ain't no telling what that is. Or actually, that's what it is. It's probably parts of the belt. That's what it is. This got to be what it is. There's another piece. Yeah, that's that strand that goes around that belt. That's what it is. You got to be a detective, and that's what it is. Okay. I wanted to get this off. There's a belt guide on this side, right there. And there appears to be a belt guide on this side. So make sure that belt goes inside. Adjust my camera here. There we go. So y'all can see it gooder. Okay. Let's see, that's going to go through there. Trying to get my bearings here, let's see. That belt comes off the engine. The flat side goes inside of that pulley there. The V part, the outside of the belt, or the inside of the belt, goes around this pulley. But let's see what, the way these belt guides are shaped, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I wonder if these belt guides, yeah, this whole belt guide plate has shifted. This ain't right. Something is amiss. Why is that whole thing twisting? Look at there, the belt is completely under that. Let's get this fan taken off here, if we can get it off. Sure is rusty and nasty. That's going to be impossible to get an impact wrench on, I believe, because of the valve cover right over it. Well, let's see what we can do. See what we can do. I'm going to put a little strike hold on that. Okay, let that soak in here. Okay, let's do this. The front of the tractor is that way. You have got your engine pulley, E for engine. Then you've got your stationary pulley. Then you've got your, let's see, that one's the stationary pulley. This one is the idler, spring-loaded idler pulley. And then, of course, you have your transmission pulley. So it goes around the engine, V side. It goes around, V side around the stationary pulley. It goes around that flat side of the spring-loaded tension pulley. You can tell by the belt finger. And then it just simply goes around like that. So that's how it do. So we'll leave that right there for reference. Let me grab some tools to see about getting that. See about getting this fan and pulley and stuff off there. Oh, that's way too big. That's too big. Let's see, I think I'm going to use a regular chrome socket instead of an impact socket. This is going to be a 19, I believe. We'll just keep on trying sockets till we find the one that fits. Yeah, that's good. Sure is close to that valve cover there. Let me find the swivel. This is my Blue Point swivel. That thing's pretty cool. Goes in any direction. And I don't believe we're going to be able to get it on there. Nope. Nope. Let me try a regular swivel. That's going to be too much of an angle. That's going to be a pretty good angle there, but I don't want to damage that valve cover. That thing starts bucking. Well, let me try my electric impact instead of that air powered. I'm going to drag that air hose over here. Let's see. Get on there, boy. It appears we have it. It appears we have it. What's the chances of that coming off? All right. It's splined. Okay. There's the belt all mangled up. Now, I bet you it goes just like that. And it does. The screw came out right there. It goes just like that. I can see where it was wearing against the housing right there. And it's lined up with that pulley, and it's lined up with that pulley. So that's exactly how it goes. We're gonna have to find another screw. Unless it's laying around down there, we'll never find it. I'm sure it's laying in his yard. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I save all these OEM screws. This one's out of a piece of steel equipment, T27. Evidently what they done was they used a self-threading screw in there, so I'm going to use this to re-thread that. And then we're going to put some Loctite on there. Loctite. I didn't want to drill it out any bigger and put a 1/4-20 in there. I wanted to use something a little finer thread, a little smaller. It's just a little plate. I just hope this screw ain't too long, but if it is, we'll Find another screw. Or too tall, that's what I'm worried about. It being too, the head of it's being too tall. I don't believe that'll be a problem because the head will be poking up here. Yeah, that'll be plenty of room because this is concave, and then it'll sit down here and that'll ride up there on top of that pulley. Okay. I believe we'll have some room because this will sit right on top of that. As long as this is below right there, I believe we're golden. I believe we're golden. Having to use a ratchet because you can't get a tap in there because of the engine block, and I ain't pulling this engine off just to do that. I will put another washer under this because you still got probably a little bit. I ain't gonna say what the measurement is, but okay, we are rethreaded. And that's going to sit just like that. Let me go find another small washer like that. Y'all hang loose a second. Okay, I'm gonna put an extra washer under it. I don't believe it'll be too tall. Put a little Loctite on there. Oop, too much, of course. I'll have that stuff everywhere. I look like a Smurf. Okay. All right, that is on there properly. Double check, make sure that's not gonna rub against it. Let me look under the pulley, and we have got some good clearance. Okay. Now, before we put the fan and everything back on, I got to get the new belt on there. So, yup. And we need to get this old belt off, because I already got a good idea how it, ooh, I'll tell you, the power of a pine cone. My goodness. I see that so often, especially in Honda push mowers, self-propelled. Those little sweet gumballs and pine cones love getting up in them pulleys. Lady, I see it all the time. Get all the debris out of there. Okay, let's see. We're going to have to loosen this pulley here, because this one is the spring-loaded idler pulley. This is the one that keeps the tension on the belt. It feels like it's... Let me shine my light over there and make sure this thing is in fact spring-loaded. I don't know. It feels like it's bolted stationary. No, it's spring-loaded. You can push the parking brake in. It's not spring loaded, that's what the clutch is. So we'll have to see about that. I don't think I can squeeze that new belt through there or between there. Okay, let's see. I need to get that and get that belt finger off of there. That belt keeper. All right, let me reposition the old camera there, boy. Alrighty, now we'll get this little belt finger here out of the way. Belt guide. That just screws right into the frame. Wow. Don't forget the little sleeve that goes on it. Okay. That's what holds it on that pulley. Now let me grab. What did I do with it? What did I do with my impact wrench? There it is. I just laid it right there and lost it. Yeah. Okay. That's good. So what we're going to have to do here is loosen this one. Grab a wrench on top of it. We don't have to take this one off. We just got to loosen it pretty good. All you want to do is give it a bunch of slop. Now, what we might have to take it all the way off, because let me set the parking brake and get it back. Get it back towards us. Get my hand in there. You want to get it up and off of that little rod it sits on. There we go. Just like that. Now we got room to get the belt in there. Okay. Whew. Now, next step. Next step is to this main crankshaft pulley. We need to loosen it and slide it down, if it will. 5/8 socket. There we go. That is good. That is good. So now we can get the belt on that. Okay. We're ready for the new belt. Find out what I did with it. There it is. Found what I did with my knee pad. The concrete floor hurts. It's terrible when you got such bony knees. All right. All right, get the bolt back in it. Let me stick my head under there and make sure it is, in fact, inside of these belt keepers. That one and that one. Okay. Now we'll tighten this back up. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Whew. Now, what we're going to do is come back over here, because I can see it better over here. I'll have to torque my back and everything, trying to look at it from under. Okay, we'll get this one on this side of the pulley. And then we'll get this one on that side of this pulley. We got to pick it back up. There we go. And then pull it back down. Make sure that pulley goes back down on top of that centering shaft. If I can get my fingers in there. Can't really see it that well. There we go. Now we'll get it around this pulley. Pull that one up. Get it around that one. Inside the belt guides and down. Okay. Now we will go ahead and put this belt keeper back on there. I have lost my impact wrench again. All right, now we're gonna tighten this pulley back up. I need to let off the parking brake. I just heard something fall. The bolt fell out. It's all right. Get my little wrench on that nut right there. Put the bolt up through there. Get that bolt started back in there. Try to move my big sausage arm so you can see what I'm doing. From the bottom with the impact. Okay. Change sockets. Back to the 3/8. Tighten this belt finger back up. Don't want to get it too awful tight. It threads into that thin frame. Okay, it's in the train, it's in the engine. Idler pulley, drive pulley. Okay, we are golden. We are golden. Okay. Now we'll put the fan back on there. Dump some of this dirt off of it. Dump some dirt off of it. Let's see, that goes on there just like that. Raise the camera a little bit. Okay. And that's going to sit on there just like that. Put the nut back on there. Now I'll get my 19mm with the crazy swivel. Ooh, about boogered it. Let me grab a 19mm wrench and make sure it's good and tight. If I could even get this on there, it's really impossible. Oh, that's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. Put some of these tools out of the way. Woo. All right, all we got to do now is put her back together like she was. But before I do that, before I put anything else back together, I am going to drive it around. Make sure she's good. Let me hit pause. I'll get the table cleared off and get this thing out in the driveway there, hang loose. Well, we got to put the deck back on it before we can test drive it because of that safety switch we have unplugged. So we'll go ahead and do that. No big deal. Okay. Well, ain't no good places to grab it. Let's see, we'll get it back on that one. Come around her. Ooh, I'll just drop it off that one. Ooh. I'm gonna put the clips in it as I do this. It'll just fall off again. Put it right there. Find where this one goes. We're gonna put the other side back in. Finger. All right, put that one on there. Okay, let's see. Now we gotta get the belt on. Push the belt through here. Blade belt. That thing's right against that bracket. Get the lawnmower off the table, boy. Okay. Okay. Now we got to get this one on here. Whew. That's the worst part of the job there, having to pull that deck off. I don't reckon you really had to pull that deck off. See, take the parking brake off. This thing will move. There we go. Come on, baby. Get my finger in there. Well, let me give it a little tappy tappy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That bugger ain't really doing nothing. Get on there, baby. Maybe I should have done this one first. You know what I mean? Grab my crowbar. I can't get my fingers under it. Yeah. Where'd it go? Ooh, getting owned by a Cub Cadet this morning. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I gotta get this on there. Gotta get this on there. Like I said, he was missing his clip right there. Let me go find one. It won't fall off, but I just don't want to send it out without the clip. I'll give him a clip. I can do that for him. I'm the pliers because I know it's going to fight me. There we go. Just like that. Whew. All right. So make sure I get this safety switch plugged back in. Plug it in, plug it in. All right. Put it back in this little holder. Just like that. All right. Now all we'll have to do is put the back covers back on it. Whew. All right. Let's get her down. Stick my head under there one more time, make sure everything's hunky-dory. Seems to be hunky-dory. Okay. Dead battery. Well, let me grab the charger. Just got a dead battery. Which one is positive? Yeah, I can see where he's jumping off. He probably jumps it off all the time. Let's see, we'll put it on 10 amps, see what that does. See what that does. If we don't crank it, we'll put it on 50 amp. Good. See if she cranks for us now. I'm sure I'll have to put it on 50 amp. Well, all right, that's a pretty spunky little garden tractor. Thing pulls me around pretty good. All right, let's get this thing up in there and get this body work back on it. Let's get done. I got things to do. All right. And don't put your feet on it. He must have put that on there himself. I don't know. It's weird. Really, really weird. Where are you at? That thing got crackling hot real fast. Look at the size of that muffler on this thing. That thing is huge. Okay, where's the rest of the body work? Over here and get it. This is going to be last, and then I need to get this framework. Let me grab my half-inch socket. Half-inch socket. I need my extension. I remember now. Okay. Well, I grab the bolts. Get the holes lined up. I'll just drop that one. I ain't gonna tighten it down just yet. Not till I get this side here landed. Land it. That other bolt, actually, no, there it is. Thought it fell in my pocket. Okay, let me get the little plastic body work on there. Little plastic. Cute little piece of plastic. Put it in the slots and bring it down. Goes in there like that. That one goes in there like a cat. Easy, it's plastic. Yeah, those R1000 Craftsman and the TB30 Troy belts, I see those missing all the time. Most of them ain't even got the bodywork on there. Well, all right, boys and girls. Thanks for watching another long drawn out ton of Adobe video. Another drive belt on a CC30H Cub Cadet corrector. Thanks for watching. Love you, boys and girls. Tell somebody I love them. Tell them Mr. Tractor bye. Cub Cadet CC30H hydro drive. That was actually got the good transmission, but the terrible engine. Power Mower. I don't know why they would waste money putting a hydro gear transmission in one of these. Some things we will never know. Love you guys, and I will catch y'all on the next one, man. I love y'all.